snitch papers came out of Tekashi 6ix9ine. I think it was yesterday. Outlets started releasing them. Now a lot of people are starting to be vocal. One, Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie doing his thing. So you sent me a clip earlier, or a screenshot of what Lil Boosie was talking about. Let's talk about that real quick, man.
Indeed, man. Well, we talked about we seen the papers come out, and that ain't the platform. No, any three of them. We ain't dropping papers on these networks. We don't do that. We'll sit there and give context to the conversation. We talked about Tekashi a couple of days ago and said there's nothing really more to talk about him. He is what he is. January 2020, when they seal his fate, we'll talk about it again. But this in particular, what Lil Boosie said really struck my attention. We got to talk about it, man. So let me get to it. When you first went to jail, I was like, free dude, because I don't like to see no one in that cage like that. But one thing I don't condone or support is rats. You got to say you a bitch ass nigga who was just playing whole games with everybody. You have to admit on wax that you a hoe ass nigga from now on, period. And I do understand your situation, nigga. I was facing a needle, lethal injection, and I ain't bend, break, or fold. #real niggas. Like myself, we hate rats. I don't know about New York, but in Louisiana, you would be murdered less than a month after your release. For real, for real. Your kids will be bullied in school for the decision you made. You will put all your family in grave danger for the life cause of this BS. Did you think about their safety? Keep it 100. You don't care about nothing but you. Shake my head. Then he also went on to say, if you don't understand what he was saying, you a rat.
Whew.
What's your thoughts on that? Oh,
100% agree. And I agree. I'm glad that he said it like that as we were talking, in the pre-production. A lot of times, we can't come off like we want to, like that, just because of a lot of different reasons. But Boosie, you my nigga for that, because that's real talk. And then the reason I say that is because this dude went around disrespecting, everybody and they mama, going to people's, different areas. And they got this guy on tape, putting 20 racks on people's heads. This dude lived that life. It is what it is. Ain't no saying, oh, he ain't live it. He was just a little kid. Nah, he lived the life. And guys that live the life is supposed to go down with the damn shit. He ain't supposed to rap. Like my man Boosie said, he was involved in a wild situation. He didn't bend, he didn't break, he didn't fold. He took it on the chin. And whatever was going to happen, he could have been dead now, but he's walking free right now because he stood up. So, you know what I mean? I don't respect him. And like Meek Mill was coming at DJ Academics, about, still trying to promote this guy. Like, come on, this is whack. This dude's a fucking rat. A straight up squealing rat with a tail hanging out. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. He's done. His credibility is totally shot. He was running with these dudes and whatnot. He was supposed to be this, quote unquote, gang member. He's inviting people to his private parts. He was this, he was that. As soon as he got pinched, he squealed like a rat. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Bootsy real quick, and then I'll get with the last extension of what you said, man, because I couldn't agree with Bootsy more as well. When you're dealing with that life and you're dealing with that situation, there's only two things come out of it. You either going down with the ship or you going down in the box. And those are the two realities you face when dealing with that situation and dealing with real adversity. There's no other way around it. Bootsy found himself in a situation. Thank God he did his time. He's out, allowed to talk about it, respected throughout his life. He can walk around with his head held high. His name is still intact. You got it when you come out, because a lot of people out here are still promoting this fool. Once he comes out, like he's going to be a talent because they got some unpaid bills that they got to go ahead and check in on. We're going to get in on that. But you can't, man. You aren't allowed to have a career based off of this, that, and the third. Tell on everybody on your team and be able to earn an honest living from talking about that again. Never again. Not allowed.
Right.
And fuck the people who promote them. Fuck the people who try to. Fuck the people who try to gain money off of it, because your time is soon to end, because that's some corny shit. You need to start kind of putting some more relevance onto the platform and stop looking for a check. We got to hold ourselves a little more accountable with a little more integrity. I'm not sitting here promoting that lifestyle. I'm not promoting the gang life. I'm not promoting any of that. If that's not you, need not apply. But if it is, you got to go in with the fucking shit.
Yeah, you got to go down with it. I mean, you was out there propagating. You was trying to get cats hit. I mean, you on tape. Now it's like, oh, I'm gonna cooperate. And I was just I think it was Giordano, one of his daughters from the Mob Wise one. She was like, she understood, because the dude that snitched on Gotti, whatever, forget his last name. The people will help me, in the comment section. She was kind of like sympathizing, saying, he was in a situation, his team turned against him. Nah, in no instance is it cool to squeal like a rat. That's what he did. He gave it all up, and that's what you're going to be labeled. And again, Boosie made another point. Cats get killed for that.
Families.
People get killed for that. Like you always, you know, even like the young lady on the Wild Wild, not young now, but you know, she's looked at as a rat because her dad was a rat.
Let's talk about that part, because there's a lot of people in the comment section that'll go, oh, but you would rap because you did this, you did that, or he was gonna do that to you, he fucked your girl. It's way beyond that, my dude. You got babies, you got families out here. It's way beyond you. Once you sign yourself up for that life, and you got your family on the internet, stupid, and you got everybody out here for people to see and shit, and then you go and do some sucker shit like that so that you could get out because you ain't built like that,
right?
Man, there's no respect for you.
Screaming gang, now you want to rap.
There's no respect for you. And it's a shame because no one, like Boosie said in the beginning, no one wanted to see you in that situation. Everyone, I vouched for you a couple times on here and caught flack for it. Yeah. A couple times.
You was riding for 6ix9ine.
Nah, I don't say I wasn't fucking riding for 6ix9ine. Nah. But I vouched for a situation I felt honest about.
No doubt.
This right here, man, you can't condone it.
Yeah, it's a pretty, you know, a sad situation, you know, as we know. But yeah, man, anyway, that is what it is with that situation. I do wish that young man, you know, the best, even though he ratted. I mean, you know, he's going to have to deal with the consequences of his actions. Just like if I did something, if you did something, if anybody did something, we're going to have to deal with the consequences. I'm sure where he came up at, which was Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so. You know what I mean? He knows how rats are treated. You know what I mean? So that is what it is.
Witness protection.
Yeah, and another thing I was thinking, man, and you know, when you briefly go through the docs, it might even, and I said this a long time ago, a few months ago when he was in Chicago, he may have been an informant the whole time.
I didn't go through the docs. You know
what I mean? He just may have been an informant the whole time or whatever, just to bring down the non-trays. I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, you know, more information to come out, you know, I don't know. You know, a lot of people, you know, speculate, you know, just to go with the little conspiracy about a lot of people who are planted, you know, in the industry. You know, they do their damage, and oh yeah, they go off to jail, but nobody ever hears and sees them again. You know, how you gonna know? We ain't gonna be in jail with them niggas. They over there somewhere in Wisconsin with a different idea. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
That ended part makes sense. So I'm like, damn, he should have got a better benefits package with that being the snitch. Because shit, you could still got to sit in jail. Like, but okay, you might not even go to jail. They're gonna take you on a bus and take you somewhere completely different. You taking these tattoos off and change your life,
right?
Still, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. But you're tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God, and Sam, man. Going in today on this Thursday, everybody listening to this episode on YouTube, I need you to do me two favors. As always, hit that like button and make sure that you share this. What it is, man. But that's another episode of the Uncensored Truth podcast in the book, episode 116. In all less than 1 year, man, we are working over here. We got a dynamic program lined up tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on the Uncensored Truth podcast. We're going to be responding to the Dr. Umar Johnson alleged school purchase. I say alleged because we still haven't seen any proof tomorrow. So I'm definitely excited about that. I just got a message on my Instagram today while we were in the middle of somebody asking, when are you going to respond to Umar on Hip Hop Uncensored? So
we've been getting it all week.
Yeah.
And we see it. We go on our own time.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's the time, Friday evening at 8. You're not going to want to miss it. We usually go for about an hour on the Uncensored Truth on Friday night. We be chilling. But tomorrow, now the gloves are off. We're going to have it open.
It might be 2.
It might be 2.
Yeah.
We'll have the phone lines open. We got some special guests in the building.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good show, man. Y'all get ready. The gloves are coming off.
Yes, sir. With that note, man, the Uncensored Truth podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. We out of here.
We out of here. Peace.